Hey everybody, this is Verna from stampin'notes.com, and I'm here on Monday Simply Stampin' in the Meadow. It's Monday, June 6th, 2022. I had to think what the date was there for a minute. But anyways, hi. I hope you're having a good evening, and I'm gonna just make sure I'm muted on here. Okay, so I hope this is working okay. I'm going to check my Facebook page and make sure we are up there. A lot going on, boy, in the Stampin' Up! World. Don't forget, this is the last chance sale is going on, and so you don't want to miss that. And for some reason, I am not seeing my live. I hope it is live here. Looks like everything should be going okay. And I'm just going to check something else here. Okay. So anyways, don't forget, right now the last chance sale is going on, and there's some great deals, some great things at 50% off. So you want to visit my Facebook page, and there's a link. There will be a link to my blog tonight that I will post, and you can check that out. Also going on right now is buy one, get one free kits. And this is an awesome deal. So you get one kit, you get the second one, sorry, not free, half off, which is still an awesome deal. What else is going on? I'm excited to share these cards with you tonight, and I'm just going to click back here and make sure we're going okay. Looks like it is. And just checking that again. Anyway, so I'm really excited because I am going to start doing in-person stamping classes, and that will be in at the Canisteo American Legion in Canisteo, New York, and that is just a beautiful facility. So it'll be the fourth Thursday of the month, beginning in July, and it'll be, let's see, July 28th, August 25th, and September 23rd. And it's a beautiful facility. It's big, so if you're concerned about social distancing, there's lots of room because of that. And what else? So it's going to be make you 6 cards, 3 different designs, 2 of each. It's $20 or free with a $25 order that night. And you can RSVP me at vernastamps@gmail.com. And let me know you're coming. I'll save you a spot. So I'm going to click back to my audio here. I'm going to go down to my project view and let's get started. If you're interested in these projects, if you place a $35 order in my online store this week, by Thursday at midnight, using this host code at checkout, I will send you the ingredients, cardstock and designer series paper to make one of each of these cards. So, hey, let's get going, and we're going to start with this card right here. These are all fun fold cards you can use to put a gift card, hold a gift card, and this one you slide the card in right here. So we'll get started with that, and I will have a PDF with all the measurements, so you can check that out, and you can go there for the measurements. I'm going to grab my trimmer. Okay, so we need a piece of cardstock that's 11 by 4, not 4 1/4. It's a little bit smaller. And this is scored at 5 1/2. And I'm going to cut a diagonal from this point right here. Let me move it down so you can see it, to this point right here. So we're going to cut that on the diagonal, just like that. And so this looks like this. I also need a piece of designer series paper. And this is going to be 5 1/2 by 3 3/4. So here's our 3 3/4. And we're going to cut this at 5 1/2. And this is the designer series paper from the new annual catalog. And it's called, I think He's the Man. Let me look and see. Oops, I just dropped a whole bunch of my little labels. Not good. I think it's He's the Man, and I'll look in a minute on that. The other thing we need is a base to put this on that is 5 1/2 by 4 1/4. And I'm going to grab a piece of thick Whisper White cardstock. Actually, I'm going to go with gray, because that'll go better with the paper. And this is basic gray. This is 5 1/2 by 4 1/4. All right. So we've got these pieces here to begin with. And I'm going to put glue. Just want to make sure yeah. Okay. So I'm going to put glue on, I think I want it going this way. Sorry, I'm being scatterbrained here. And I'm going to put glue, no glue on this long diagonal, just glue on these edges here. And I'm using the Tombow. I've just put it in a different bottle. Whoops, too much there. We're going to go down right like that. And this is going to sit on here like this. So it's just the edges that the sides here that we have the extra space on, not the bottom and the top. The bottom and the top are flush with the base here. Okay. So we've got that done, and okay. Sorry, I'm trying to look at the Facebook thing and it's behind what I'm doing right now. So I will just pay attention to what I'm doing instead of trying to go back and forth. Okay, so we've got this on here like this. Now we're going to take a piece of designer series paper and we're going to center it right on there like that. We didn't meet last week because it was Memorial Day, but the week before that, the winner for commenting and sharing is Lisa Boyle. Thank you, Lisa. for participating. And I will send you something in the mail. All right, so we need I want a piece of designer series paper to go across this, and I want it to go across, include this black piece here. So I believe that's 4. And I'm going to cut that down to 4. And I want it at 1 inch. Just like that. And I'm going to put it across the center. Trying to keep my fingers out of the glue. So we as demonstrators can order from the new July to December mini catalog. I'll show you what that looks like in a minute. There's our center. I'm gonna grab a piece of white cardstock. Actually, I've got a piece right here. And I'm going to stamp Happy Father's Day. Margaret, nice to see you. And thank you for sharing. These are fun folds for Father's Day that we're doing. And the sentiment I'm using is from this stamp set here, which is, well, that's the other one I'm using. I'm not using that at the moment. Celebrating You has a Happy Father's Day. This is a really nice all-around set. Okay, and I'm going to just stamp it on this, and then I'm going to punch that out. And I'm going to use black memento ink. I'm going to stamp it right about here. And I will have a PDF with this. I need about a half an hour after this to upload it. And then if you want to place an order in my online store, I will send you $35 order using the host code. I will send you the pieces to make these cards. All right. And we're going to pop this, the back of this, we're going to add dimensionals. Mom? It's nice to have my mom on here. Oh, it was such a beautiful day today. The men are still bringing in hay, getting that done. They were on the hill haying today. You can see I'm loading up the back of this pretty good. All right, I wanted to get this little tool to get these off here. So this is 3 fun fold cards. Actually, they'll hold a gift card for Father's Day. And this is He's the Man Designer Series paper. Okay, so that says Happy Father's Day. And I did a fold or cut this off. So this creates a pocket here, and we can stick a gift card in there. Now on the bottom, I need a piece of designer's or cardstock. And that is, I don't know what that is. The cardstock would be, I gotta measure it again. I'll get my trimmer. Okay. So I want it to come up to a piece of white to come up about to here. So let's do 2¼ and we'll do it by, I believe, 4, 2¼ by 4. And this will be to write a sentiment. And this is 4, so I'm going to cut it at 2¼ Whoops. And I'll put this right in here. So this little pocket for the gift card was made with a diagonal cut of the cardstock. And just look even, there we go. Okay, so our gift card will slide right in here like this. Maybe. Well, there it goes. And that holds it pretty tight. So, and then I'm going to trim that down right there because I want it even with the black. So I think it was 2¼ by 4. So we want it like 3 7/8 probably. 2¼ by 3 7/8. And that, we need a little bling on there. We'll put a little bit of some little dots here and here. There, Happy Father's Day. So there's a little gift card holder. Card number 2 is, we'll do this, is a funnel tower card, pinwheel tower card. And I saw a lady doing these and she posted different sizes. And this one is for 5 by 7. I really like it because it's big. So it says, to a great guy. And then my man. And these little cutout pieces, die cut pieces come in that paper, He's the Man Designer Series paper, for all the good things you do. And Happy Father's Day. It says looking sharp. So, and it's like that and it folds flat. To mail it, you would need a larger card to mail it. But this is for a 5 by 7 and I like it because it's a larger size. So here's what we need for that. The middle tunnel part I have made before with cardstock. And the lady that I was watching, Linda Heller from Stampin' School, said to use designer series paper here, and instead it doesn't make it quite so thick and heavy. And I'll show you one. This one I did with cardstock, and you can see that's pretty heavy. This is an A2 size. It would fit in the little envelopes that Stampin' Up has. So, but this one we're going to do tonight is with designer series paper. So I'm going to put this aside for a minute. And I'm going to grab my designer series paper. Okay, so this is for my tower or column. It's 5 by 4½. And we're going to score that on the 5-inch side at 1, 2, 3, and 4. So I'm scoring it at 1. Draw this down a little bit. 2, 3, and 4. All right. So I'm going to fold these up. One more here. So it leaves a little smaller edge, and this is going to be our edge that's going to go inside like that. So this is the edge for the tape. And I'm going to take my Seal Plus. Just like that. And put it on that one smaller edge. I wonder if I scored this the wrong way. I just want to check that card. Okay, so I want to, yep, I did. All right, I'm going to grab another piece of paper. We don't want it to be too short. So you want to score it on the shorter side, on the 4 1/4 inch side, not the 5-inch side. All right. So I'm going to set that aside and grab another piece of designer series paper. Sorry about that. Okay, this is a different paper, but it's not going to show. So, so I want to cut this at 5 by 4.5. So there's 5 and 4.5. All right, so we want it on the 4.5 inch side, we're gonna score it at 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, that's better. And this is not going to show, it's going to be on the inside of our card. And I'm going to put my adhesive here, and you want to use a strong adhesive. And this is Stampin' Seal Plus. Tear and tape would be good. Okay, so that's going to go on. I'm just going to pull it right flat and do that. All right, so here's our column. Now we're going to start building our card off of the column. We need 4 pieces that are 5 by 3.5. And all we're going to do is we're going to adhere them on this like so. So again, I'm bringing in my Seal Plus. And here's our first panel. It's hard to see that score line. There we go. Okay. Now we're going to go this way. So for each column, you're going to add a piece of cardstock. And this cardstock is 3.5 by 5. Okay. So we've got one here. We've got two more to go. Okay. And we've got one more to put on here. All right. So there's our pinwheel card. Isn't that cool? All right, so I'm going to start decorating it. And I'm using that designer series paper, the Man designer series paper. Just want to make sure I've got the name right because I keep calling it He's the Man. Okay. Yep. And it's a specialty designer series paper. It's on page 132 in the catalog. And because it has die cut sheets, so it has all these die cut images that you can use. And I'll show you some of them. So I have a whole bunch here that are punched out. This is even one here, like a torn page. So we're gonna start with actually I want my big piece on the right. And here, so I'm gonna put center this on here. Just like that. And I need a piece going across here, and all the measurements for this will be in the tutorial, in the PDF tutorial. I've got to cut this one down. I think this is 3 1/4. Yep. So I want this 3 1/4 inches across. All right, right about like that. I'm going to use my glue. And all of our designer series paper is beautiful on both sides, the front and the back. There we go. And on this side here, I want a piece that is I'm going to cut this down a little bit to fit in here, right on that line there. And this is from the same die cuts. This is going to be a little bit shorter. Right. And I'm going to, oh, I meant to show earlier cards for Sweet Notes Card Club for, let me move this out of the way because I want to make sure I showed this. For June features the lovely and lasting bundle, and that is this stamp set right here and this punch, the lasting label punch. And these are the cards for the class. There's one, this is a fun fold. I love this in the red and white. Thinking of you, and here's another thinking of you. So that uses that beautiful large floral image there. And if you're interested in this, you get $20 worth of free product, which this month it will be the In Color Baker's Twine and there's 4 different colors and half a pack of the Linen Designer Series paper, which is this paper here. So, and the 42 includes a shipping and PDF tutorial and video tutorial. I was using the punch that goes with that tonight, so it reminded me of that. All right, so we're going to use a sentiment that's from the Wildlife stamp set. This one right here, to a great guy is what I'm using on the front. And I'm just using Memento black ink, if I can find it here. Actually, this isn't the one I want. Here's the great guy one. All right, to a great guy. And we will center that in there. Punch that out. And bring our card back in. And I'm not going to use dimensionals on this. I want it to lay pretty flat. Okay. And I'm going to pick out probably, look at this, you're stronger than your nose. Well, I don't like it up there with that one. Let's see. Let's use maybe this. And this one. Like that. I'm just going to glue those down. This one is going to be about camping. The other one was about, I think, like barbecuing, grilling. Okay, to a great guy. And let's flip it over here. And let's do a strip of paper on this side right here. Strip of Designer Series paper. I want it on the edge. And you can decorate these however you want. You can do, you could do a gift card holder. You could put a picture in here. Like one of those photo booth pictures would be cute. All right, I'm gonna I have used the tailored tags dies. And I think I want it that way. I'm gonna put this tag on there. Like that. And I forgot to put the twine in. I'm going to do that right now. We'll see how this goes. See, I think I can still lift this up and grab that. Right? And let's see, let's bring in some of these. How about with you, I'm never lost. With you, I'm never lost. And let's do that there. Okay, let's go on to the next one. Okay, this one I'm going to make a place for a gift card holder. So I'm going to cut this on the diagonal. And I'll have the measurements for these. Well, I can tell you right now, this is 3 1/4 by 4 3/4. And I'm going to cut this from this point down to the bottom point. Cut that right in half. And then you can put a little gift card in here. Make sure you don't glue the one side. How do I know? Believe me, I know. Like that. And let's add our camping tents and scenery over here. Need to move that over just a little. All right. And we'll put this strong and courageous. Actually, I'll put it up. No, I want it down here. We want to get our gift card in there. Okay. And then here we want this panel's going to go here. I guess that paper does show a little bit, but not. Well, if you look down in there, you can see bicycles. It's not horrible, but all right. So we got that there. I'm gonna put I'm gonna cut this down so it can be signed. Actually, we can sign it on this part here. And we'll trim that off like that. And you could put in a little picture or a tag, something like that in this. So you don't want to glue down the diagonal. And I need a little glue up here. Put that right there like that. And this I've got to cut down just a little bit. So I'm going to cut 1/4 inch off it on both sides, the width and the length. And before I do that, I'm going to stamp on it. I'm going to stamp Happy Father's Day. Oh, it's crooked and not centered. Okay. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to punch a tag. Let's do Happy Father's Day down here. Huh. This stamp, maybe the backing's not on there straight. We'll make it straight. We'll do that. And we'll put Happy Father's Day. Like that. And now, so we've got our To a Great Guy. With you, I'm never lost. Strong and courageous, and you can put a gift card in there. Happy Father's Day. And then if you wanted to, there's not a lot of room here to write, but you could write something up here. So on this one, this is To a Great Guy, my man, you're the best for all the good things you do. And then I've used a whole sheet on there, on that one. Okay, so there's that. And I have one more gift card to show you. And using the same paper. And this opens like this. It says Best Dad Award, and this is from those die cuts. Opens up like that. And I have a piece of Sahara sand here. And I'm going to bring my trimmer in because I'm going to score it. All right. So this cardstock is 4 1/4 by 9. And I'm going to score at 3. And then at 6 1/2. So I'm going to pull the arm out here. Right there. We'll fold these, and this is going to make our pocket for our gift card. Like that. And then I'm going to round these corners. And this is just retired. It still might, I don't know if it's still available or not, but this has a corner rounder in it. All right. So we're going to put a piece on the inside for this right here. And I believe this is 1¼ by 4¼ And I'm grabbing that. I'm sorry, it's not 1¼ by 4¼ Yeah, I think it is. Sorry, I'm just talking to myself. Okay. 4¼ by 1¼ And we're going to cut this down. And that is going to go right on the inside of our card here. When we open it, the little gift card holder. Just like this. Okay. And I have a little 1-inch punch. I'm going to make a little, put it in the center here where they can easily grab the gift card out. And we're going to just glue on these sides here. And fold this up. And hold that a minute so that adheres. Okay, then we're going to put a couple other little strips. This one is 1/2 by 4¼ on the inside. Just to decorate it. And then let's do one. This looks like it's 3/4. Roll this up a little bit. We're just snipping that off. Okay. All right, so the inside of our little decorative card is done, except our sentiment is going to be up here. And this piece is 2 7/8 by 4 1/8. I'm going to round the corners of it to match the card base. And then put a little glue on here. Just like that. Yeah, thanks, Mom. All right, the inside is done. We're going to fold it over. We're going to do the front here. And I've got this is the same measurement as that, 2 7/8 by 4 1/8. And I'm going to round the corners on one end so it matches the base. And that's going to go on there just like that. Okay. Let's bring in our die cuts here and look at them. Let's take this card. Let's put that on here. And also there's a saying that says you're a classic. Trying to decide, do I want that? I want the car on there. We'll go straight across like that. And you're a classic will go under it. And I'm going to pop this up a little bit. We'll add some dimensionals. Just like that. A little more this way. Okay. You're a classic. So now we're going to put it on our card base. And our card base is 5.5 by 4 1/4. And our designer series paper is 5 1/4 by 4. So basically, this card, there's been no stamping. You could use it. I'm not gonna stamp Father's Day because I could use it for Father's Day or birthday. So we'll put that on there just like this. And center it. There. So it says you're a classic. And then you can write or you can stamp something up there. This is crooked. There we go. And I was looking. There we go. I hope. Okay. So we've got that card. We've got this that says Happy Father's Day, and it will hold a gift card there. And this holds a gift card here. And then we have our tower pinwheel tower card. And this says to a great guy and my man and Happy Father's Day. The one I made tonight, though, you can make it so that it holds a gift card. So hope you've enjoyed this. And if you place an order with me of $35 or more in my online store until Thursday at midnight using this host code, I will send you the kits to make one of each of these cards. I will not have the die cuts in it because that would be impossible to do, but the rest of it. Anyways, I hope you have a great night and thanks for popping on. And I will see you. I won't be on Wednesday because I have to go to a grandchildren's game. But I will have something on.